Today, we're going to be looking at a really simple trading strategy called the 930 Breakout Strategy. I've seen many YouTubers in the past make posts on this saying that this is the strategy that has made them millions of dollars and that this is the only strategy that you'll need to be profitable. I would like to think that's true, but of course, in order to know if something is true in trading, you have to backtest it. So that's what we'll be doing today. We're going to run it through a backtester, look at some sample trades, look at the equity curve, and look at the metrics on it. I'm hoping that this gives us good results. If so, I think it's something that you should add to your portfolio because I will definitely be adding it to mine. So without further ado, let's head over to my computer and talk about the entry, exit conditions, take profits, and all the good stuff. See you there. Hello, everyone. I forgot a really critical piece, and that was the introduction of myself. My name is Kyla. I am a programmer and a systematic trader. I've been trading systematically for 3 years. I love to code, obviously. And you can tell because today, the backtester that we're going to be using is something that I created. It is my pride, my joy, my hobby. So I really hope you enjoy that and the video. All right, so there are a bunch of variations of this strategy online. They're all fairly similar by different creators. I've decided to go with the one from this creator specifically. It was fairly easy to implement. He said it was profitable. Let's get into it. So the first thing you want to do is wake up at 9:30 in the morning, obviously, and wait for the first 5 candles to play out on the 1 minute time frame. Here we started at 14:30, which is simply just 9:30 UTC time. So after the 5-minute candles have played out, what you're going to do is mark your range high all the way to your range low. You wait for a breakout of that range. Eventually we got a breakout here, and at the next candle we decided to enter. But that's not all. In order to actually enter here, you had to have a fair value gap candle. So once that pattern was formed, the breakout happened, and we ended up entering in on the next candle, and this was a successful trade. So you're probably wondering, how did we determine how large to make the take profit? So the take profit is determined by the stop loss, which isn't drawn here, but the stop loss is from this entry all the way down to the low of the fair value gap, and our take profit is simply twice that amount. So there we have it. That was a look at our entry and our exit rules. As we can see, it was pretty easy to get in, and the setup doesn't take too long. At most, it would have been probably 15 minutes to look for an entry. Then after that, we're done. So that's the really good part about this strategy. Let's head back to my backtester and enter those details in and see what we get for the performance review. Okay, let's go ahead and enter our details. We're going to be doing a long and a short strategy starting from February the 1st of 2022 all the way to February the 1st of 2026. Next, we're going to be setting up our asset that we want to use, and we want to use British Pound, USD, 1 minute time frame. Okay, we have a few trades coming in here. We're doing pretty decent on the long side. Okay, and the short now. Okay, the fact that the trades are loading slow tells me that we aren't taking that many trades. That's not good. I want to say many of the trades were missed due to our fair value gap logic. It causes us to take a lot less trades, unfortunately. See what we're looking like as far as the trade. So that's our very first one. We're almost done here. Yep, so I think that is it. The equity curve looks really bad. It looks like we started out doing decently, and then we just suddenly we tanked, and there weren't that many trades. So I would consider this strategy not good anyway. Because if we started this in 2022 and ended this in 2026, and this is all we got with 64 trades, that's pretty terrible. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go back and remove the fair value gap logic. Hopefully that will help us out a bit, and that'll give us more trades. But before we do that, let's just take a look at the performance metrics and see what we got here. We're not looking good as far as the net profit, and no commissions were on or fees. The net and the gross are the same. Okay, the trade analysis, we took a total of 65 trades. with most of them seeming to be losers. So the lose rate on this is also pretty high, 72 total. Max consecutive losses is 10. That's honestly very scary, because if this were to happen in a real life account and you take 10 losses and you risk 10% of your account, you're done pretty much. All the trades are pretty quick, so I'm not gonna say it's good because the strategy is just overall bad. Let us try a different variation of the strategy now. Those were the results of the strategy, and they looked awful. So whoever is out there saying that this is a good strategy is clearly not being 100% honest. I mean, hopefully there is something we can do to try to improve it. I'm gonna remove the fair value gap logic, do some other stuff, maybe extend the breakout zone. That way we have time to make more trades, but that means we'll be sitting at our desk longer. But who cares if we're making money, right? So I'm gonna do that and get back with you guys and let you know how that goes. So this is the same strategy, guys. I thought before I was gonna eat my words because this strategy looked so good in the beginning once we extended the breakout zone. I left the fair value gap logic in there, but I extended the zone here, so we had more opportunities to take trades. In the beginning, you can see we started off doing really, really well, and then we started to tank like we did last time. So this didn't really improve the strategy. It just gave us more trades. We'll have to try something else. Let's go ahead and take a look at the performance metrics on this one. You see, like I've already mentioned, we got more trades. Still many losers compared to our winners. Let's see if our loss rate is still the same. Not improved by much. I mean, not really, no. Yeah, and we still have a large number of consecutive losses. Guys, this strategy overall so far still isn't looking good. I suppose there is more things that we can do. I don't know if removing the fair value gap logic will help, but you never know until you try. So I'll just go ahead and do that. So I went ahead and removed the fair value gap logic. It did nothing to help our performance. So it was just kind of like, what's the point of showing you that? It's starting to get repetitive. We can clearly see that this strategy is not going to be a winner. I'll have to look into it more, hopefully add some more indicators to it, but then it would no longer be the 930 strategy. I'll probably make another video on that. I hope this video was able to make it to the audience that it was supposed to reach. If you were thinking about trading this strategy, you'll see this and you'll think again. Anyways, if there is any other strategy idea you guys want me to test, please let me know. Leave it in the comments below. If I've helped you, leave a like, a comment. Thanks for watching, and that's all I have for you.